Hello, hello. I am Kristen, and welcome to day 51 of the Carnivore Diet Journey, my journey. And welcome back if you have been following along, and welcome if you are new. Please make sure to subscribe, like, and follow my page for more updates. I started off, as most of you know, just focusing on 30 days because I wasn't sure that I was going to be able to pass and continue to do this after 30 days. It was very, very rough for me in the beginning. If you haven't checked out those videos, please go check them out now. I talk about all the ups and downs, finding what was kind of causing certain gut issues and feeling nauseous and just all these different things that some people don't talk about because all you hear a lot of the times is all the positive stuff about carnivore. Like, I'm week 1 or week 2 in and I'm feeling all this clarity, I'm feeling all this energy. And that was not my case. So if you are just starting out and you're hopping into my day 51, please reassure that that is not the case for everybody. Keep pushing through. Journal. That is my number one tip. Journal, journal, journal. Write it down every single day, not only what time you're eating your meals, but how you feel throughout the day. My husband makes fun of me because he's like, "Dear diary." I literally write everything down. And yes, I am old school. I have an actual journal that I like to write down. I did transfer the first 30 days into my notes on my phone. I need to do that with the rest of the days because it will be easier to go back to later. You could just control find, whereas in the journal, you can't quite do that. But there's just something about old school paper and pen, writing down in the moment. Then I don't know, I don't feel the same grabbing my phone and typing it in. Is it just me? Do you feel that way? Am I super millennial and super old school? It could be possible. But I love it. So journal, journal, journal when you're starting out, especially because if you are starting this diet, whether it's for losing weight, journal, see what works for you, see maybe why you're not losing the weight that you feel that you should be losing. Also, don't fixate on every single pound. Please, I tell my clients all the time, do not weigh yourself every day. Do not even weigh yourself every week. Honestly, I know that some people like to do that. My husband likes to do that in the beginning. He likes to weigh himself every week. I don't advise that because mentally, that is a block. That is a block when you do not see the weight on the scale go down. And the weight on the scale is not always the full picture, right? There are so many reasons why you may not have lost a few pounds that week. You can be retaining and holding water. You could be bloated. It could be so many different things. If you're a woman, it could be your hormones that week, right? I know that the week before getting my period, I get a little bit of cramps. I get bloated. I feel a little bit heavier, right? This is normal. And so you have to take everything into consideration. And it's not just, I'm not losing weight. If you're exercising while doing the carnivore diet or any diet, take that into consideration, right? Because you could be gaining muscle. So depending on the weight scale that you have, mine tells me not only the fat percentage I'm losing, the weight, the muscles, it tells me the bones. So it gives me that overall picture. I recommend getting a scale like that, definitely. And do your measurements. Take before and after pictures. Even if it's for yourself, you don't need to share it on social media. But I promise you, and my clients who did not ever take before pictures always regret it. And those that do have shared the pictures with only me and are like, I am so glad I took this picture because holy shit, look at this picture and look at me now, right? I thought I wasn't losing that much weight, but in this photo, I could tell that I am. And so just remember that the journey of losing weight can be long and it should be long. People want to have a magic pill, do these fast ass taking medication, taking shots. I'm not going to go into details, but what your body needs is to learn how to eat right for your body, getting the nutrition that you need, seeing what works for you, what fits your body, what makes you feel good, right? And so going back to that, I did not feel good in the beginning. Passing about probably 40 something days, I started to slowly get a little bit more energy. And it wasn't every day. I would one day have energy and the next day I felt tired. And then one day I would have energy and the next day I felt a little nauseous. And I'm like, what is going on? I was just, feeling that energy. That light at the end of the tunnel was so close. And then I got pushed back. That happens too. So take each day, one day at a time. Have patience with yourself, have patience with your body, because it's a lot when you transition to a carnivore diet, especially if you're coming from a standardized American diet. If you're coming from something more like keto, it might be a little bit easier of a transition, or a low carb, but it's still a change for your body, and your body is just getting used to. I mean, let's think of it this way. When I was younger, I definitely ate an American standardized diet. I mean, we're talking Chef Boyardee in a can. We're talking cereal pretty much every morning. We're talking TV dinners. I loved my TV dinners. I loved my SpaghettiO, right? And so this is what I ate. And we could possibly say that it could have caused some of my gut issues and some of the issues that I've had growing up. I cannot confirm that, but I do know that it probably didn't help. And I don't blame anybody except for maybe the food industry for pushing these things on us, and has kids and making it seem, have parents that worked like mine did, this is easy, feed this to your kids. And yes, it was easy, but it wasn't probably the best thing that we could have been eating, right? And so as a parent, when I became a mom, I really, really started looking into more natural way of living. And I started with not even food. I started with just looking at products in my house and looking at essential oils. And whether you believe in them or not, I really love my essential oils. I love saging my house. I'm probably not the typical carnivore that people run into. I am very, very like holistic in that way. And I still love all that stuff. And slowly I started looking at nutrition and looking at labels and trying to understand it. And there's so much information out there that it's like an overload in the brain. And it's so hard. It's like, do I do this? Do I do that? Oh, this is good for you. Oh, no, this is bad for you. Oh, no, it's good again. So it could be very, very overwhelming. And I tried my best. I did keto years ago with my husband. He did it more to lose weight. And I was like, okay, I'll try it out with you. There's all these things about processed carbs and, bread, pastas and all that stuff. So why not? And we did it. Felt pretty good, but it still wasn't fully solving my gut issue. And that's probably because I was still having a lot of veggies doing keto. So I stopped that years ago. And then I went to more of like trying to do this balanced diet. And with the company that I'm with, they have like containers and things like that. So I did that. But you're still eating a lot of veggies. I did a gut protocol type of diet where you eliminate gluten and wheat. Gluten is wheat. Gluten, like heavy carbs. What else did I eliminate? Dairy, right? Added sugars, but yet there was still some sugars in some of the stuff that we're eating. So with that, it was a lot of veggies too, a lot of veggies. And it was almost too much that it was affecting my microscopic colitis even worse. I did notice that. And I'm like, this is making my stomach worse. How is this possible when I'm eating healthy, right? I mean, question marks, like what is going on? So I did that for 30 days. I did cut back a little bit on the veggies because I knew that that wasn't quite helping. And I went back to just kind of like a very standard low carbish diet where I still would have my pasta every once in a while. Side note, I love pasta. Like, I think I will always love pasta, even if it's not good for you. And I love chocolate. I have not had any in over 50 something days. So that is like a big, big kudos to me. I am going to toot my own horn because I really do love those things. But surprisingly, I'm not missing it as much as I thought that I would. And I've transitioned in learning when there's a get together, if we're all bringing something, bring something that I can eat. I talked about that the other day in my last podcast. And when I go out somewhere, kind of re-looking at what the menu is, if I know where I'm going and I already know what's there, then I'm good. Like we went to the zoo recently and I knew that I can have a burger there and just remove all the stuff and just have the meat, cheese, and bacon. And the burgers at the zoo are actually really, really good. So it's just really learning your environment, where you're going, what you're doing, and focusing on you. Now, if you're going to go somewhere and you know that people are going to give you shit or you're going to feel uncomfortable, don't go, right? You have that choice, just like you have choice of what you put in your body. And at the end of the day, it is your choice. And it's your choice. And at the end of the day, you're going to see how you feel. And if you're not feeling good, then that should tell you something. And you really need to look into that. And so again, journal, journal, journal. Because without my journal, I would not find certain things. And you've seen some of my videos, you'll know. But now I'm just rambling on. Day 51, as you can see, my energy is up. This morning, still when that alarm goes off, I snooze and I just want to keep sleeping. I have always been a sleeper. I love my sleep. And so I don't know if that's ever going to change, honestly. But I do have to say that once I got up, I changed my workout routine. I don't know if I told you, but I was doing this program of lifting weights, and the trainer I usually love, but I was just not loving this program and it was hurting my knees, my low back, and I just was not feeling it. And I was starting to get up in the morning not wanting to wake up to work out, and that's not me. I usually love working out in the morning. It's my me time and I feel good after, but I wasn't feeling it. And so I tell my clients as well, you have to find what works for you. Not every workout program, not every thing that you're going to do at the gym you're going to like, but you need to find what works for you. And so I decided to just stop this program, as much as I hate not finishing one, and listen to my body, because it's a 12-week program. And if I don't want to wake up every day for 12 weeks and be miserable, that's not going to happen. So I changed it up. I'm doing this program that I've done before that I absolutely love with this trainer that is only 20 minutes. 20 minutes sweat sesh, okay? I kid you not. You're sweating in 20 minutes. It's a great workout. I'm using weights and I'm done in 20 minutes, 5 days a week, okay? Now, if you know me, 20 to 30 minute workout, 5 days a week is my jam. Like, yes, I love it. I love it because my short span of attention, so to speak, of a 45-minute workout is very hard for me. And so I do not believe that you need a 45-minute workout, an hour. You don't need to spend 2 hours in a gym, 3 hours in a gym. It's not necessary. But move your body, very, very important. And so I'm back at my 20-minute workouts. I loved it today, that I even got a 5-minute meditation in, and it's been a while since I've meditated. And like I said, I love all this like holistic natural things. And so I used to meditate every morning for probably 2 years straight. And I kind of recently just fell off that in the last maybe 6 months or so, maybe even longer. I really can't even tell you the last time that I meditated. But today I finished that workout early and I still had a little bit of time in my hands before getting the kids up for school. And I'm like, let me do a 5-minute meditation. And yes, my brain was still thinking halfway through the meditation, but I brought myself back into focus. I did my meditation and it felt amazing this morning. And I was ready to go for the day. I am still full of energy. I had my breakfast. I did a quick little short video that you can check out about what I eat on a carnivore diet when I order at one of our local bakeries called Pinecrest Bakery. So I posted that earlier today. Go check that out. Give me some love. And I'm feeling good. So I will keep you posted. I will be back again tomorrow for day 52. And if there's anything that you want to know, any subjects that you want me to talk about, whatever it is, leave it in the comments. Love to share my own experience with you. Remember, I am not a nutritionist or a doctor. This is just my personal opinion, my personal journey on this diet and how I am feeling. And one of the other things that I do have to say is that my anxiety levels have been low, like not feeling it every day throughout the day. And that alone is a huge, huge plus that I am so, so grateful for, because that was something that was just very frustrating to constantly feel this anxiety for it not to go away. And so seeing improvement just in that one thing alone, minus some of the other stuff that I've been feeling that are good, is totally worth researching and checking out the carnivore diet. I will see you again tomorrow for day 52.